Hey, what's going on? It's Sean. Today we're going to talk about how to play guitar. And by how to play the guitar, I mean the fundamentals of guitar. Now, just a caveat, I'm not a guitar teacher. I have taught guitar before. I thought I was a horrible teacher until I kind of developed my own style of teaching, which was I wasn't teaching the theory. I always thought the natural way to learn is how a baby learns. And a baby learns how to talk by watching other humans and listening to words and then mimicking those words and saying those words and figuring out, because we're humans and we have the cognitive ability to figure out what those words mean and how to communicate those words. They don't know how to spell the words. They don't know the grammar. They don't know all the rules. They don't know what words are nouns, adjectives, verbs, pronouns. They don't know any of that. They can't write the words, but they can communicate. And in the same way, I believe that that's the natural way to learn a musical instrument. There's other people on YouTube who can teach you the theory behind everything. I did take some theory in school. I never learned how to sight read. I could play, and I didn't need to sight read. I could read chord charts and things like that. I learned a lot of my theory from other musicians and from books. I did take a few semesters of theory in college. I've taken a lot of musical courses, but what separates me from a lot of these theoretical schooled players is I have over 30 years of consistent full-time gigging under my belt. I'm a performing musician. I have over 4,000 live gigs under my belt. So I come from the practical knowledge of being a performing musician, not theoretical. And I learned everything I know from myself, my own ears, as well as visually out of books and from other players that I know that know the theory a lot better than I do. But I still believe the most natural way to learn is just like a baby. That's kind of how I approach it from the beginning standpoint. There's going to be a lot more levels to this, but we'll start from there. So let me show you what I mean. So when it comes to my philosophy of playing guitar, how to play guitar, the fundamentals. Now, my philosophy is the natural way to learn is how a human being learns how to communicate. Now, when a baby is learning how to talk and learning how to communicate, the baby is taught to speak. He or she hears the human speak. She learns words. She learns how to say the words. She doesn't necessarily know the grammar behind the words. She doesn't know how to spell. She doesn't know how to write the words out. She doesn't know what the words are, if they're nouns or adjectives or pronouns. She doesn't know anything, but she does know how to communicate. And so my philosophy is that's the natural way to learn a musical instrument. Now, when it comes to learning a musical instrument, we're going to use our ears, but we don't need to know notes. We don't need to know chords. We don't really need to know anything. All we need to know is your fretting hand is your left hand if you're a regular right-handed player, or vice versa if you're a lefty. Your fretting hand and your strumming hand. You need to know the guitar. This is a guitar neck. These are the frets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ascending up. And we go by numbers. We use the number system. So first finger, second finger, third, fourth. 1, 2, 3, 4 on your fretting hands. The guitar, first fret, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, and ascending up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And we got the strings. The strings go the opposite direction, little to large. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from the small string up to the big string. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frets and ascending up the neck. That's all you need to know to start. So for instance, for an E chord, if I said to you, an E chord is first finger, first fret, third string. First finger, first fret, 1, 2, 3. If I said second finger, second fret, fifth string, you'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. If I said third finger, second fret, fourth string, you'd go 1, 2, 3, 4. Put it all together, and you strum from 6 down, and that's an E chord. Right? First, second, third fingers. First fret, third string. Second fret, fifth string. Third fret, fourth string. Boom, boom, boom. Strum from 6 down. 6. That's an E chord. Get it? Same thing can be said for an A chord. An A chord would be second finger, second fret, fourth string. Third finger, second fret, third string. Fourth finger, pinky finger, second fret, fifth string. Strum from 5 down. That's an A chord. Now you want to make sure when you're on the chord, your fingers are on the chord, that every string rings out like that. So you'll have to adjust your hand accordingly to your practice. E, want every string to ring out. That takes practice in itself. And the A, same thing. I'll put these up on the screen so you can see them in tablature form. It'll have the guitar frets, it'll have little dots, and it'll have numbers over them, and those are your fingers. So that's an E, that's an A. We can learn a D chord. That is second finger, second fret, first string. First finger, second fret, third string. Second finger, third fret, second string. And we're going to strum from 5 down. That's a D chord. You want all these strings to ring out. You're going to have to move your hand around so you're not muting strings and things like that. You want them to ring out nice and clear like this. Now you know an E, an A, and a D. You want to learn something with your strumming hand. So your strumming hand, the easiest first strumming pattern is just going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, which is a quarter note and a 4/4 bar. But you don't have to know that right now. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the easiest thing. So if we start out with the first chord I took, which was an E, we can strum 4. So if it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, if that's your beat, if that's your tempo, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, just downstrokes. That's your first strumming pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, A. 1, 2, 3, 4, E. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I understand that you're not going to be changing chords that quickly, but that's how you practice. Get each note. I don't care if it's this slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. You want each note in the chord to ring out nice. No muting. I used palm muting on this hand, but 1, 2, 3, like that. So I taught you A, I taught you D. Your next chord is going to be a C chord, and that'll be first finger, first fret, second string. 1, 2, boom. That will be second finger, fourth string, second fret. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, boom. And that will be third finger, fifth string, third fret. Boom, boom, boom. And we're going to strum from 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down. Again. Shift your hand around. Do whatever you got to do so you all the notes ring out. And everybody kind of fingers the back of the fret a little bit different, or the back of the fretboard a little bit different. Mel Bay will teach you to do this. Kind of like this. Kind of like this. Your wrist should kind of be straight. This should be pressing. You could do it like that as well. Whatever's comfortable. E chord, you press. A chord. I kind of cup it, C cup it a little bit. Some people do this. Whatever works. So the next chord for how to play guitar, the fundamentals, is a G chord. Now Mel Bay book would have you play a G with the first finger, the second finger, and the third finger. It's a bit of a stretch. If that's easy for you, then do it that way. And then that would be first finger, second fret, fifth string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Second finger, I'm not going to turn it around. Second finger, sixth string, third fret. Second finger, third fret, sixth string. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it would be third finger, ring finger, first string, third fret. Boom, boom, boom. That's a G chord. I never play it that way. Ever, ever, ever. Every pro I know plays a G chord with the second, third, and fourth fingers. The fourth finger being your pinky. So shift it all one finger. So second finger, second fret, fifth string. Third finger, third fret, sixth string. Fourth finger, pinky finger, third fret, first string. And the reason we play it like this, 1, 2, 3, G, C, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, C, G. It's just easier to change chords out of this position. So if you're just starting out, my philosophy, I would recommend that you learn it using the pinky, fourth finger on the first string. That G right there. And the last chord I'm going to teach you today, and by the way, these are all major chords I'm showing you. It's an F. we're gonna learn how to do an F. Now the F is a little different because we're gonna bar, which means lay a portion of your finger over 2 notes. So it's going to be first finger, first fret, first and second string, first and second. So you just bar it like this, boom, boom. It's gonna be second finger, third string, second fret, third finger, fourth string, third fret, and we're gonna strum from 4 down. This is a simplified version of an F chord. So it looks like this, bar, boom, boom. And then we strum from 4 down. 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got a E, A, B, C, G, F. All right, we didn't learn any notes. We didn't learn any theory, we learned nothing, but we can play chords already, and we can get through a lot of songs this way. So that's the fundamentals. My philosophy is, again, we learn how to speak before we learn the rules. We get excited about playing, and then we move on from there. We can go a lot of places from there. We can go theoretical, we can go nuts. So anyway, I thought that was interesting, and I've also heard Victor Wooten and his brothers talk about learning musical instruments the same exact way that just came natural to me. It makes sense. So check out, there's some videos of Victor Wooten talking about this exact same method, which is a natural way of learning. So this is the first video in this series of how to play guitar. This is the fundamentals. I've got intermediate, I've got advanced. There's a lot of things I can show you from here. So thanks for being here, and I'll be back soon. So see you later.